Antonio Tajani, an EPP Group MEP and former EU Commissioner, has been elected President of the European Parliament. Mr. Tajani secured a majority of MEP votes in a fourth-round runoff.
È stato un confronto democratico. Io, come vi ho detto quest'oggi, sarò il Presidente di tutti, rispetterò tutti i deputati, rispetterò tutti i gruppi.
Antonio Tajani is an Italian MEP and Vice President of the European Parliament with considerable experience of Italian and EU politics. Prior to his career as a politician, he was a professional journalist working for the public broadcaster RAI and for the daily newspaper Il Giornale. An MEP from 1994 till 2008, he was then appointed as EU Commissioner for Transport until 2010 and then EU Commissioner for Industry and Entrepreneurship until 2014. In 2012, Commissioner Tajani launched a campaign for a new industrial revolution in Europe to promote growth and jobs, and has worked hard to push for the interests of small and medium-sized enterprises. In these difficult times of growing populism and nationalism, Europe is in dire need of all of his considerable political and journalistic skills. 4 EPP Group MEPs have also been elected as Vice Presidents of the European Parliament. Mairead McGuinness, an Irish MEP, has been a member of the EPP Group since 2004. She is an expert on agriculture and environmental policy and was a lead EPP negotiator on the reform of the Common Agricultural Policy. She is active on agriculture and food chain sustainability, including addressing unfair trading practices. She also leads EPP negotiations on the medical devices regulation. She chaired the Parliament's Committee of Inquiry into the collapse of a major life assurance company, which identified weak financial regulation before the financial crisis of 2008. Rainer Wieland, a German MEP who has been a member of the EPP Group since 1997 and a Parliament Vice President since 2009. He is an expert on EU constitutional affairs, including European political parties, committees of inquiry and European electoral law. In the last 2 years, his work has focused on a revision of the Parliament's Rules of Procedure, which came into force in January 2017. As a Vice President, he has been in charge of the Parliament's Buildings Policy and Budget. Ramón Luis Valcárcel Siso, a Spanish MEP who has been in the EPP Group since 2014. As Vice President of the Parliament, his main responsibility has been the MEP's Research Service and Library, which offers tailor-made information products that have been used by more than 80% of MEPs. He also works in the MEP National MP COSAC meetings, where he keeps a close eye on the threats posed by nationalism. Ildikó Gáll-Pelcz, a Hungarian MEP who has been a member of the EPP Group since 2010. She is an EU tax and internal market expert. The focus of her work has been to fight for more transparency and accountability in the European Parliament through an audit panel and in terms of access to documents. She has helped journalists, businesses and private individuals secure access to confidential documents, for example about trialogues or committee meetings.